Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations coming at you today with my 2019 Make It Merry Christmas series special. I'm going to make these cute little fairy ornaments. Now this one is one that I actually made last year with some leftover supplies from making those Dollar Tree lanterns into shaker lanterns. I bought up a whole bunch of buttons, anything that I thought was cute that could fit inside the lanterns, I got. But I found these little 3-inch grapevine wreath at Michael's, and they are perfect for ornament size, and they're cost friendly too. They're 49 cents a piece. If you have a 20% off coupon, even better. Sometimes they'll do 20% off total purchase. The reindeer moss and the moss variety pack, I would say to get those at Walmart for your cheapest bet. But if you have a 40 or 50% off coupon, then at Joann's or Michael's, you're going to get them for less. This bigger pack of the variety pack is $9.49 at Michael's. It's only $6.13 at Walmart. But like I say, if you have a 50% off coupon and you're already at Michael's, it'll cost you a little less. Now these little fairy doors, I actually just gave away 4 of them in a embellishment box swap that I did because I did a fairy embellishment box swap. So I only can do 2 today. I'm going to use what I have left over. They have these cute little fairy sign in there that says fairies welcome. There's these really cute little mushrooms, and of course they are buttons. As you can see on this one, I even left that piece on the back intact. If you do want to cut those off, you just would maybe want to ensure that it doesn't come apart. Some of those buttons are still stuck together really well, but sometimes when you remove that piece, they fall apart. Now these little deer, they came from AliExpress. I'm going to list some links down below of where I found them. I've only found the pink ones. I don't see the blue ones. They do have like a darkish pink one too though. But you can see how the little blue one's just quite a bit smaller than that pink one. But I think these are so cute. They just add a little bit of element of fun. And then these are my favorite. I've used these a lot. They're a flat-backed little pink deer, and I'll list those down below in case you're interested because they're really, the quality of those is even a little bit better than the other ones. But these are the Dollar Tree lanterns. I'll link that video down below from last year, but it was the way that I used buttons up and put them inside the little lanterns, and as you can see, it kind of shakes. This one happened to be a little flamingo, and I put sand in the bottom of it versus the fake snow that I did in some of them, and it just came out really cute. I just love these. Actually did those the last 2 years now. And then these are some little succulents. They came in a piece that was from Joann's that I got on clearance as well, and I've just cut them all up and put them in this little bowl. And these are a little group of like plastic mushrooms that come from Michael's. They are usually about 20 or 25 in a pack for like $3.99. Of course, they put them 50% off all the time, so you can get them for like $2. And this is the original one. I kind of hook and looped the twine around the top. If you wanted to hang it with twine, I would do that ahead of time. Learn from my mistake, because you don't want to wait till after. Because I ended up adding stuff to the tops of these, and it looked so cute, but then I had nowhere to put my hanging element. So in the end, I just tied a knot and hot glued it to the back. I just would like something a little more stable. Now I'm using this AdTech hot glue gun. It's really not my favorite. It does push out glue intermittently and leaves big dollops, so I have to watch where I'll place it. On these little grapevine wreaths, there's usually one section that's just a little bit thicker than all the rest, and I typically use that to where I'm going to put the little house at, or whichever button that you want. There's so many different ones to choose from. You can make a little winter scene for like a hunter, or you could use the fake snow to put on these and put some of the snowmen on them. So many different ideas. And I do have a couple more of these little grapevine wreaths left over, so you may see them in a future video as well. But I just push down the moss onto it, and if it's too fluffy in an area, then I'll go back and add just a little bit more glue and push it down in. And I kind of just show me placing it there, seeing if I like it there or not. Sometimes placing the house a little off to the side will give you a little bit more room for your deer. There are 3-inch circles, but some of them end up being 3.5, some are right at 3. And you know, these little deer are tiny, but you kind of have to wiggle them in, and you'll see me do that later. So for this one, I'm going to add just a little bit more hot glue to the back and put in a little bit more moss just to give it a little bit more stabilization. I thought these came out really cute. If I had more fairy buttons, I would have made more. So the next time I go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's, they all carry pretty much the same buttons. And I have found the fairy buttons for sure at Joann's and Hobby Lobby. And they're pretty inexpensive, and a lot of times they'll put those on sale, or like I say, even with that 20% off all. Joann's usually does a really good one, like 25 or even 30% off your total purchase. And on some of these, I kind of just hold them into place as I put the glue, and then stick a little moss up under him so it looks like he's sitting on something. And it gives it just a little bit more of that 3D effect on that. I so love these. And I wasn't sure about one of the other things you can do too. Dollar Tree has reindeer moss and like Spanish moss, and they're really a good value. I love the reindeer moss. It's actually one of my favorite ones. The last couple of times I've been to the Dollar Tree though, it looks like the packs must have gotten air to them, and they were really hard. And I like the reindeer moss soft. You know, if it hardens on the project, it's not so bad, but to mold it and push it into the area, it's nice if it's soft. But those are definitely other options than to get the moss at Walmart or even Joann's or Michael's. And I wasn't sure about the variety pack, but it had this like brown looking twiggy pieces in it. And so I just pulled some of that out and laid it out, and I thought, I'm going to lay it across there and see. And I thought it really just kind of made it look like a fallen tree was laying across there, or I don't know. I just thought for sure that this made it look just a little bit more magical forest. Like you could walk through and you would just, this would be the scene that you would see. And I used hot glue on all these elements to hold them in place. Now, if I were smart, I would have put the hanging element on before I ever started that. Would be a great idea if you want to make these yourself. I usually loop it through and then pull it up, but you would still want to hot glue at the very top just to kind of hold it in place so that it wouldn't unloop. But of course, if you add all this moss around it, you wouldn't even notice. Or it may even hold it into place itself too. I hope that made sense. And I just kind of decorate this one out and add some. I really like those little brown pieces. I just really think it added an extra touch to all these. I wasn't so sure about that really light green, but when I mixed it up all together, I thought it would come out really pretty. And there is some darker moss as well that you can use. I was kind of trying to use up what I had. The little pack of brown moss that I had was on clearance at Joann's at the end of summer for like $2.97, and that's one reason why I picked it up. I've even picked up some on clearance at Michael's that was from Halloween last year, and it was a purple, a black, and a red. It had some glitter in it, but you can kind of shake it out. And those would be fun for stuff for Halloween. I'm going to have to pull those out because I have some Halloween projects that I want to do. And you see me go through and just kind of try out maybe where I want to put some of these. And play around with it. So hopefully this isn't anything like technique wise, but maybe it would just give you some ideas of ornaments that you could do that are cost effective and fun. I love making ornaments. It's just one of my favorite things to do. And of course I love anything magical, anything fairy, unicorns, mermaids. I love it all. As we know, that is the problem. Janet likes it all. But I thought these came out really cute. If you like these, let me know down below. My series will be previewing every Saturday from now until Christmas. There's 2 other videos prior to this one. I'll link those down below as well. And hopefully I'll give you some ideas for either inexpensive gifts, craft shows, or just for your tree itself. And a lot of supplies I'll be reusing and repurposing all throughout the series. And this is how they ended up. These are the 2 that I actually made today. And then I just put the twine on the back of it. Now I did end up pulling out some of these pine cones. These actually came in a huge pack that was like $10. I got them 50% off at Hobby Lobby. I think I'll have pine cones from now till the end of time. I had these in a little pack because I was using them on some of the shaker lanterns, and I try not to pull out every big thing that I have, so I just kind of put them all in one little thing and try to put all that across of a table so that I can work on it. And I thought adding the little pine cones would just give it a little bit more element of looking like it was outside in the woods. And I glue those down. I've really started some of this stuff really early this year, which I'm totally psyched about because I usually don't do that. But I really love how these came out. I hope you like them too. Next week I have some fun collaboration with Arteza coming up, and I've got some really cute ornaments that I can't wait to share with you guys. So make sure you hit that like button if you like this video, and make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on anything future videos. This ornament series I hope will be fun and give you tons of ideas. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care.